Hey Aries, what's up? How's it going? It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for the week ahead, pulling on the current energies for the middle to the end of September of 2025. However, whenever you clicked on this reading, decide to come and hang out with us and be a part of the fam for a little bit or a lot of it, is perfect timing as always. Whenever this found its way into your phone's algorithm and you clicked on it and decided to come and hang out with us, is when you were meant to. And hi, thanks for being here. I'm Archer. Welcome. What's up? Please consider subscribing, being part of the fam. And if you want to wait until the end of the reading to see if I'm any good, that's totally cool. Maybe the family will back me up, though. It's cool. Anyhow, we'll tap in and tune in. And remember, Aries, whatever comes out, regardless of if it's good, bad, or indifferent, I will convey the messages across to you. But don't worry, because when you're with me, you are ultimately and definitely protected. I am your ride or die. I got your back. I'm your crystals. All right? So let's do it. All right, God, tap me in, tune me in to Aries energy, please and thank you. Give me everything you got for Aries. What do we have for Aries for the week ahead of September of 2025? What do we got for Aries? Think about your person, Aries, or persons. Remember, we have lots of soulmates in our lives. So, all right, let's see what's up. Could be family, could be friends, co-workers. Think about the person on your mind. Let's do this. You ready? All right, 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1, you ready, Buddha Squirrel? He was born ready. He's cool. He never drops the nut, though. All right, 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome Aries. Here we go. Nice. We are off and running with your overall energy being the Chariot, Cancer energy. Could be dealing with one, but you might even have some strong Cancer in your chart that's activating at the moment. With Justice and the Hanged Man, oh my word, and the Devil and the Emperor. Shut the front door. You got all major arcana in your overall energy, which means this is major signifying shifts. Major arcana represents major planetary shifts that we don't have control over. Notice how it feels almost like it's Mercury retrograde right now, right? No matter how much we want to stop Mercury from retrograding, we can't, right? These are major planetary shifts. I really feel a strong energy that I'm going to be monitoring for you is your dominant rock into Scorpio. Your 8th house is getting ready to energize and move some things ahead, but in a very balanced energy. In the week ahead, the stuff happening is just setting the tone that by Libra season, you're going to be cruising along like Stu Sutcliffe. Oh my word. Okay, I like these vibes. Big shifts, big changes going on. Let's begin, all right? Current conditions at Aries. Let's start with you. Temperance, oh my gosh, your reading is like all major arcana. Sagittarius energy, the Ace of Wands, ooh, looking good, Aries, and the 8 of Wands. You're focusing on forward movement and maybe even on your own health and your well-being because you're in a glow up. There's still a spark or vitality left inside of you. Maybe you've been feeling a little isolated and alone lately while you've been trying to put some of your plans into motion, 8 of Wands. Because like, see how Ringo's all alone by himself in that star on the beach? Some of you guys might live near water. But this is showing me that you're trying to stay independent, strong Sagittarius energy. Some of you guys may have strong Sag in your chart. I could even be reading for somebody that's a Sag sun with an Aries moon, Venus, or rising possibly. Especially if you have Cancer in like your North Node or your Jupiter placements. But a little bit of trying to stay independent and focus on uno, dos, tres with the Ace of Wands because that's your energy. Because like no one's ever really there for you to the point that you've almost grown to a form of hyper independence where you have to rely on yourself. You're like, Archer, I'm the only one I can rely on because I can't trust other people. Family's not there for me. Friends aren't there for me. Ever since I've been a kid, I've always had to fend for myself. I could even be talking to some of my male or female Aries that even from a young age, you were very, very much like starting your own businesses when you were young, where there was like, making money off your chores, or maybe like like running around with a lawnmower, cutting neighbors' yards, or babysitting. You know, even for my gender neutral reading. Some of you guys might even have like a gender neutral name, like a Sam or a Cody, something like that. So the one thing I do see with Temperance, which Sagittarius energy rules the 9th house of the Akashic records and the search for knowledge, trying to find answers, and a little bit adventurous energy too. It's that some of you guys, I think, might even be with all of the fire in the reading so far in your energy, like working on developing your own intuition and your empathy, like trying to strengthen your psychic gifts and that. Maybe you've even recently purchased your own tarot decks, or you've had them for a while and you're developing your own skills and abilities, like being able to read energies for yourself even. All right. Some of you guys might even be able to adapt your glow up energies into like a business. Maybe some of you guys are considering going online, or you already are. You might have a tarot channel or a podcast, something like that. A lot of the ideas coming into your head in the week ahead are all going to be very long-term investments, way more so than day trading, which is going to allow you to kind of like energetically ride the highs and the lows of the shifts that we're experiencing, like especially Neptune retrograding and Saturn retrograding. This is a lot of big planet shifts that start motivating things in an Eight of Wands direction forward. So if you've been feeling like stuck, stagnant, and on your own for a while, it's going to change in the week ahead. That stuff starts rolling and taking off. Okay, I dig it. Now let's get into the love department. All right, starting with the past person, because you are allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. My title here is just tarot reader, not tarot tell you what to do. None of us should tell you all what to do, because you got free will too. And you have actually sparked a complete transformation in this person. All right, the Death card and Scorpio energy on this, which the Scorpio energy, the Death card, this is my cold reboot. This is when, like, have you plugged it in and unplugged it and plugged it back in? Your person needed to be powered down and booted back up. God put them in a pause where he disconnected them and then replugged them back in. Three of Wands to the Four of Pentacles. Aries and, interesting, Capricorn energy too. There's a lot of cardinal energy on this reading so far. This person made you lose your own sense of identity. Maybe it's part of what you've been Ace of Wands working to rebuild from. Because it's like they really left you in a point. Ever since the day they left you, had to start rebuilding from the way that they kind of like mind manipulated you into a form of submission, I'm being told. Maybe on the Four of Pentacles, they have not let you go. No wonder you're thinking about them so much. And some of you guys have been having dreams about them, or even like having conversations, arguments, fights with them, and thinking it's all just in your head, or you're talking to yourself a lot, but you guys still have a bit of a telepathic connection going on. I'm being told you guys are actually still having your arguments and working through things, even through a period of separation. And remember, there's no time in tarot. All right, some of you guys, this might have happened 3 minutes ago. Some of you guys, this could be 3 to 4 years ago, and yet there's still an intense 8th house bond between the two of you guys. Could even be dealing with a twin flame for some of you guys. Scorpio, Aries, Taurus energy. I don't know why, but I keep being drawn to this suit of armor. Almost like the weird vibe I'm seeing, it's like somebody that, like, maybe you're in a museum and like there's a whole suit of armor on display, or you have like a suit of armor in your house or a home or a library or a place you visit. But something about the suit of armor is really like whoop, standing out to me on that, okay? Few of them could be born on the 4th, the 3rd, maybe even the 1st, the 8th, the 18th, the 14th, or the 10th is here so far. And somebody might be a life path number 1, 3, 4, or 7. All right. The cardinal energy still seems to be reigning pretty strong. But I kind of feel like in this Four of Pentacles that there was a bit of like something very taboo about the connection. Like maybe like a difference in ace or religion or more. It's kind of like, it's odd, but I'm getting like the energy of like the Hatfield versus McCoys. I hope I'm making sense with that, right? Like something taboo about this was supposed to happen, but a little Romeo and Juliet kind of is what drew you guys towards each other in the beginning, and it's actually what's keeping this vibe alive between the two of you guys. No wonder you've been thinking about them more than usual lately. Okay, I'll get details on it for you. I got you. Interesting. Strong Scorpio, Capricorn, and Aries on that part of the reading, okay? Doesn't have to be their sun sign, though. It's just the part of their chart that's activating, lighting up like a Christmas tree when I reach out and ask about you. It's kind of like you don't just, like, you're not living in their head rent-free, but you kind of got mineral rights on the on the property. Somebody here might even work in real estate or property management, possibly. All right, let's dig into the new person vibes, all right? Either somebody that you're currently involved with that something's up, or you're new, getting involved, or single, and wonder what's coming in, like a little bit of a future forecast from my single Aries, all right? Here we go. The Hierophant. Hello, Taurus. What are you up to? Some of you guys might even be Aries, Taurus, Cuspers, or this is somebody that could be very spiritual or religious, or like you guys maybe even met at like a church function or a spiritual retreat or Friday night fish fry at the church. I don't know. I don't know. Something about the spirituality ties. Oh, hold on. This might be what it is. 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. For some of you guys, this person actually works in spirituality. Might be like a Reiki healer, social worker, life coach, or that's how you guys are heading. But you know what it is? Seven of Cups. You might think this person has, or like, other options that they're entertaining. Okay, right? Like maybe it's like, yeah, Archer, things were going well and getting off the ground, and then they go quieter, they get busy, and I'm gonna bet you odds they're dating other people, or they got multiple people in your inbox or something on Seven of Cups. It's not this. Here's the wild part. Did they ask you what your sign was when you guys met or something? Because this person is they're hiding the fact that they're spiritual. You might not even know it yet, but this person's got tarot decks in like their closet or their car or something, or like they know their time of birth and their place of birth, or they've done chart work. And it might be even a vibe of like they asked you that, like, hey, what's your sign? But then they knew, like, what's your time? What about your time of birth? And you're like, whoa. And at first you were like, that was really cool and kind of turned you on a bit, but then it was rolling until it stopped. You know what I mean? So things were getting off the ground, and then out of like nowhere, Patrick Swayze ghosted you, right? And it's got you like thinking that they chose someone else over you. But I don't get that. I'm actually seeing a different variation off of this, the Scorpio energy, in the fact that this person is spreading themselves way too thin. They might have too much stuff going on, bit of an Eight of Pentacles workaholic, and it's almost as if from what they went through, they poured themselves into work, almost like they have an addiction to work, if that makes sense. So we'll get some details to find out, though. All right, let's go to the biblical tarot for it. Thanks, Beatles. Nah. All right, could be dealing with a Taurus. There's very strong Taurus energy here. Literally the Hierophant. I cut the deck for clarifying at the Hierophant, as I'm saying there's a lot of Taurus here. Totally could be dealing with a Taurus. But then we got Gemini and Pisces, a lot of Sagittarius, Cancer. Could even be another Aries for some of you, or they got some strong stuff in their chart. Thank you. Leo's here, and then Virgo, and a lot of Scorpio too. All right. The Moon card, the Ten of Cups, the Page of Cups. Clarifiers that popped out for you on the clarifiers here. Zachariah and Elizabeth's Joy, along with Jacob Dreams and Samuel the Boy Prophet. I mentioned the name Sam when I was talking about gender-neutral names too. I got chills off of this. Some of you guys actually do have a gift of like premonitions or vibes. You can pull energy off of anything. I'm hearing example, Archer, example. Like maybe you just look at a photograph or a certain color shirt or something and you get bad vibes off of it and like, I'm not doing that or going there. The energy of the example I'm seeing is like, even as a child, when I used to look at photographs of the Titanic versus photographs of its sister ship, the Olympic, or its sister ship, the Britannic, I would always say to my mom or even the teacher, I would say, why does the ship look angry? Why does the ship look angry? But the Olympic always looked like happy, good energy came off of it. And it's something like that, that your intuition, and maybe even your gifts are strengthening, and you're having small, like That's So Raven type prophecies. Samuel the Boy Prophet, visions of the future and stuff that are coming in. Not to keep bringing Titanic up, but it's another similar example that there were passengers, even survivors, and they talked about that they knew when they went to board the ship, they're like, something good's not. People have premonitions about that thing sinking, right? You're going to be developing some of that too, that at the moment with the Five of Wands to the Justice card on the Page of Swords with the Devil, you might think it's a little bit of vibes of like, are you possessed? Are you getting weird spiritual downloads or black juju, black eye, evil eye cast your way? But what this is it's a new intuitive gift. It's some blessings coming in as your dominant rock moves into Scorpio that you're actually going to learn how to take the reins on and take control in order to have these psychic premonition abilities of what's coming into the future. I really do feel with that Moon card, some of you guys could be a Pisces, Aries, Cusper, and the number 8 may resonate to you, where you're in your life path number 8, born on the 8th, the 18th, or the 28th. It does seem like the 8s might just stalk you, or even the infinity loop, all right? And your dreams with the Ace of Wands have been a little passionate and intense, haven't they? Some of you guys might be waking up being like, whoa, with the Moon card, right? Even your intimacy, your fantasy world is starting to manifest for you to help you get some of your confidence back, all right? And I am seeing off of this that it's like you're realizing that things aren't working right. Moon card. So quietly behind the scenes, you're cutting things out that no longer suit you in order to make space for the things that you're more attracted into and start getting back into things that were passions of yours. Maybe you like to dance, or you like art or writing books. And your projects got put on hold due to life. You know, like John Lennon said, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. The song Beautiful Boy might even resonate to you. Eight of Wands to the Chariot shows you're protected in the direction that you're heading towards as we get ready to enter into Libra season later this month. So it's like it's like an adjustment period. You know what I mean? And so right now you might feel a little anxious, nervous, uneasy, but remember that the brain interprets anxiety and excitement in the same way. And this can let you know that you're picking up some energies of some positive energy that you're attracting in. Hope I'm making sense on that. You know what I mean? So it's like by moon cards, silently cutting out the energies that are no longer appropriate in your life, literally taking your power back with the Emperor coming out, Aries energy on this, your major arcana, you the boss. Even remember we all have masculine and feminine energies. Even my female Aries, you boss. All right? And I like it. The Hermit card, see, Virgo into Libra season. With the Knight of Pentacles into the Seven of Pentacles, those people that just do the bare minimum to keep you around or keep you in their life, with your dominant rock getting acquainted into, oh yeah, 8th house, repeating eights. The eights I was just seeing. With Mars moving into Scorpio, it's getting you deep into transformation and all the little seeds that you've been trying so hard to manifest and plant in, whatever's in your 8th house in your chart. You should put it down in the comments. Whatever is there, it's going to help energize you and let you navigate your way almost like you have a vehicle with autopilot or auto cruise on it. I would so love to be friends with Elon Musk. I would totally buy a Tesla or a Cybertruck or something to take all the computer guts out of it, and then I'd put it all into the Trans Am, and then I could even take the Trans Am, like the small block Chevy motor, and put that in the Tesla and still have both of you. Oh my gosh. See, your ideas are like the Midas touch, dude. Or do that, right? Your ideas, those Ace of Wands, those little flickers of intuitive hits, of static that's coming in as you're starting to power up, transform, and energize during Virgo season, it's getting ready to take you to levels and heights where literally everything you think of is a way you could like find abundance through it, whether it's actual money or just pentacle stability. Like, I'm amazed there's not a King of Pentacles showing up yet. But with that Knight of Pentacles, it's coming in. Because remember, the Knight of Pentacles, that's my U.S. Postal Service in the card. Some of you guys, you or your person might even work for the post office. But neither rain or sleet or snow or natural disaster, hashtag Caitlin Betty, will stop the Knight of Pentacles from getting the Ace of Pentacles to its destination. Which means you can't fight fate. You're destined to succeed. The rewards for all the stuff that you've been going through lately, I'm being told for the past 5 to 10 years for some of you guys, that cycle is getting ready. You're like crashing right through the wall. You know, with your chariot, and it's like super pursuit mode because you've waited forever to beat the devil at this energy and get that doubt out of your head. And wherever your 8th house placement falls in your chart, this is what's allowing you to navigate your way through this whole glow up that you're experiencing, which is going to let you like truly be yourself. Emperor energy going forward. Shut the front door. Shut the back door too at this point because you're letting all the air out. Right? There's a childhood memory unlocked. Look what's underneath the Emperor. I kid you not. I cannot with you, Aries. Emperor on the Empress. You, going forward in the week ahead, you are beginning to master both your masculine and your feminine energies, your left and right brain. Some of y'all might even be ambidextrous. But you're mastering these skills and these abilities to give you the nurturing Empress energy combined with the masculine, the Emperor energy. You're going to be ready to call in that person that's going to be on like a whole other level with you. So what you're experiencing and going through is going to let you stop feeling like with this Hermit card that you're like pigeonholed or typecast, that people judge you right out the gate just because of maybe how you look or how you talk or what you do for a living. You're coming out of that vibe and that energy right now and calling in like your ride or dies, your Knights of Pentacles, the ones that are with you long-term investments on the 8 of Wands. Very much a bit of a slow burn vibe off of it, that the result of all these connections that you're ushering in, along with the established ones that you're working to keep, is bringing your 10 of Cups, the dream that you have for your abundant future in your subconscious, it's bringing it into reality. Ooh, side note, I'm being told I got a separate message off of this. Hold on, I need the shadow deck. I just heard shadow deck. Sounded almost like a train. Shadow deck. Some of you guys, maybe you live near train tracks, or there's a train that always gets in your way during your commute or something. The train tracks seem kind of significant. But what's the message? Thank you. King of Cups, that's Pisces energy. The Five of Wands into the Queen of Wands on the Two of Cups. The King of Cups is the king that turns the cup inward on himself. Remember, okay, the Pisces energies. Some of y'all might be Aries, Pisces, cuspers. Five of Wands to the Queen of Wands. This is telling me on a side note, I see a major message coming in that is going to help take a major stress off of your plate. And on this King of Cups, the card of self-care, self-love, right? Nehemiah building Jerusalem. You are completely rebuilding. Some of you guys could possibly be detoxing from something more than just a mindset, okay? It is cup energy. Maybe you're getting off of alcohol or an addiction or smoking or maybe just an addiction to fearing the worst and trying to like get out of that mindset. It takes the brain at least 6 weeks to reprogram and retrain itself. You're doing so much better than you're giving yourself Five of Wands credit for, Joseph and his amazing Technicolor dream coats, right? It's that energy. Whatever it is, I know it may suck right now, Five of Wands, but as your brain adjusts to making its own dopamine on its own and rebalances and stabilizes, you will totally adjust to this. Leo energy, you're stronger than you're giving yourself credit for, and I love that for you. You should totally be proud right now. For those of you this part of the message resonates, for those of you that it doesn't, or any part of the message that doesn't, take what resonates, wish well for those on the parts that don't for you, all right? But for those of you that do, you should be really proud of yourself. And you're through the worst of it. You can beat this. You can accomplish this. And in the future going forward, you might even do documentaries or make videos or TED Talks about what you came through. The traumas that you've been through are something that you could use to teach and heal others in the similar industries. Some of you guys might even be a life coach or a teacher in the education field. You're coming into a very confident time with the Ace of Wands. It's a glow up that's going to be heard around the world. All right? Definitely heard in your circles, that's for sure. I love it for you. Okay, let's dig forward in the love department. All right? And thanks for being here, y'all. Love you. Hope you're having a good one. Definitely subscribe, be a part of the family. I do in all signs every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the most recent one's out now. It's available. So check it out in the links down below. There's a pinned comment that'll help you out, and it's in the description box. All right. Don't forget, scan the QR code over here next to me for all things Archer. All right, let's see what we got on this past vibe. The Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles on the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. For those of you that have been praying for them or have wished them well at some point, you didn't realize how powerful of a spellcaster that you are. Your words were carrying weight, okay? The neat thing about this is that maybe you guys just came from like two different backgrounds, Capricorn, Pisces energy, two different upbringings, and it was just like a major setback for you two with this Ace of Swords. Saul's conversion, Libra energy on this. Along with Leo with this Knight of Wands, Joshua, the leader of faith that comes out, name's Joshua, or I'm being told Saul may mean something. Or maybe just that TV show, Better Call Saul, might resonate. But this all caused you feeling like you were just unseen in the connection. Like they gave off such rough player vibes, had a little black book. And, you know, leave you unread while entertaining other options, almost like you were just you were a convenience to them when they were ready for it, you know? And they only wanted you around when it was good for them. And like their distance would cause you to like negatively self-talk and doubt yourself. Like maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. I'm hearing like Megan Maroney, I'm not pretty, right? Girl, let me guess you don't like how I dress and you hate and on the way I talk. Bless your heart. Right? Bless your heart. I love, the day I found out that what bless your heart really meant, I was like, oh my God, so appropriate. Six of Wands, so appropriate. And look who's back, the Five of Wands. It ties into the side message. Leo energy, strong with this one. The Six of Wands here, the thing is here, this was their own feelings of abandonment coming out as arrogance, Leo energy. That if they kept you down to their level where they were comfortable, right? Fixed energy, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius, okay? If they kept you on their level where they felt comfortable with life and the path that they were on, then they never had to change. And so this allowed them to stay in their own safe place. But then the more you, like, you can't fight fate. You were naturally elevating, getting smarter, getting wiser, etc., and so on, getting tired of putting up with their stuff. That, like, this fear of them coming out of their comfort zone and you standing up to it, it would take them to a point that is what led to their destructive, violent outbursts of behavior. Okay? Some of you guys like serious vibes off of this. So it makes me think of my Aries father for a second. And like he was an awesome dad. However, if something didn't work out, he had been known, he couldn't make a snowblower start one time, right? Okay? And this is like 80s snowblower technology. So, and good job, made good money, supported us as a family and everything. Well, it didn't work. So he sang this old song, and I don't know, maybe somebody here is military, active, retired, or somebody just is dealing with like military grade PTSD from what you went through. Because when he couldn't get that thing to start, he spun it around like a discus and chucked it at an oak tree. And he's saying, I remember it, I still remember it. He was singing, it was tie a red snowblower around the old oak tree. And then he went out and got a new one. He's like, there was a problem, I fixed it. Aries energy. But now, like, to keep it on like a more serious note here, it led to so much internal frustration. Scorpio energy on that. Also Taurus and Leo. But the violent outbursts got to be a lot to go. And now here's the thing. See how we've got the Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles with the fall of Jericho, along with entering into the promised lands that come out here? It really feels to me like the book of Joshua really ties a lot into what's going on in this reading. I'm even feeling like Joshua 1:3, where it's like, I'll give you the same stuff I promised to Moses. So it's like they made a lot of empty promises that they couldn't live up to, and the way that they overpromised, under-delivered, it started becoming their own internal source of stress, and it really got into everything that bled into the relationship. And they're at a stage right now, though, of really, they're at the regret stage of healing. Pisces energy. Remember how I said about your prayers working and the thoughts that you thunk about them, even just wishing them well? That's actually helping them on this one. It's what's brought them into this regret stage of, like, they're thinking about you a lot as they get the courage up to reach out, break the silence, so that you guys will have a Queen of Pentacles opportunity to talk about this in a mature, calm, adult way and decide together if you want to try it again. And if you so choose to, the Nine of Cups to the Six of Wands, Leo Pisces energy, tells me it grows into the relationship that you always, Nine of Cups, dreamt it to be right from the beginning. I love that for you. You or them could be born on the 13th or the 1st, maybe even the 12th. 21st is here, the 26th, the 11th. A lot of repeating ones, okay? You're going to be seeing a lot of repeating ones in regards with this person. I've got the 10th, the 20th, the 28th, the 12th, the 2nd, maybe even the 13th or the 31st. And strong Pisces, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, could even be another Aries, Leo energy, Virgo's here, Scorpio, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be their sun sign, but definitely the part of their chart that's activated for you right now, leading to this Ace of Pentacles, which is even better than the Ace of Cups coming out. The Ace of Cups just means they dream about a fresh start with you and being able to put this era behind you guys and close that cycle. Ace of Pentacles means they're going to take action on it. They're finna take action like right now. I love this for you. And remember, it's a 1. That could be as soon as today or the week ahead for some of you guys. And a lot of repeating aces. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. If we get the Ace of Cups on the new person vibes, oh my gosh, you get all 4 aces. I'm mind blown. I love this. Aries, if you'd like to book a personal private reading with me, you can use the QR code down here. That'll take you to the Archer Astrology link tree. It's also in the description and in the pinned comment. That'll take you to, the link tree has links to book a reading with me, all the other playlists, pick-a cards, original songs, base covers, interviews, links to all the platforms and more, okay? All the safe to click links can be found right there. And please consider subscribing, being part of the family. As we've been talking about here on the channel, I did ask Santa for Christmas. I asked God, I was like, I don't want money. I don't need the donations. You know, I'm taken well care of. I just want the 100K 1,000 subscriber plaque so that the whole family can celebrate for Christmas that we got 100K subscribers and the family is that strong. So if you would just consider subscribing, doesn't mean it costs anything. It means the world to me. And if I get that plaque by Christmas, I will wrap it up. We will open it together on a live stream And I will do super chat question and answers with no super chats required. We'll just read until I can't stop. All right? So subscribe, be a part of the family. All right? And also subscribe to Frankie's Tarot, because her and I are doing another one of our collabs together this coming Sunday, September 21st, 5 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're subscribed to both channels, and I look forward to seeing you there. We both do. It's going to be awesome times. All right. Let's get back into your reading. And thank you very much for the chance to shout myself out. Appreciate that. Us tarot channels don't say that enough to you guys. Okay, let's dig back in now. New person, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio. Fixed and mutable. It's like this person doesn't know how to do anything else but change. Okay, let's see. Ten of Swords. Even if it's just changing hairstyles, changing colors. The Star card. I'm hearing Hoosier. I'm hearing Too Sweet. I'm totally hearing I take my whiskey neat. Aquarius energy. So they might have gone a little bit of ghost, but here's the thing. They didn't choose someone else. High Priestess to the Four of Wands. There's nobody else in their life. They're still dealing with a little PTSD themselves from a twin flame journey. Okay? You guys are each other's rewards for your twin flame journeys. The thing is, because of what they went through with their twin flame journey, is that they have a really, really hard time opening up. They're a bit of, with this High Priestess, Pisces energy on this, they're a bit of an introverted extrovert, right? Like they're really, really good at their job, Eight of Pentacles, because they were trained to do it. Six of Swords to the Star card shows they were never trained about love. And their twin flame, bleh, them all up, okay? And Aquarius energy is very strong with this, along with Pisces, all right? Then we got Gemini and the Ten of Swords. So you were brought into each other's lives in order for you both to like expand and grow. And Gemini rules the third house, the house of communications, which tells me that this is a big lesson for the both of you guys in opening up and being vulnerable. It's like this person actually isn't love bombing you. They're literally letting you know about their day and stuff that's going on, and they're actually asking about yours. Four of Pentacles, Kings of Wands on the Wheel of Fortune. It does show that like they do choose this, just like they've chose the other stuff. So it's a big part of learning to speak each other's love languages correctly. This person's willing to take the time to learn to speak Aries. Strong Taurus. Could be a Cancer or Sagittarius vibes. Gemini is here too. But yeah, they've been writing about you in a diary or a notebook or a journal too that they have. So it's already starting to get off the ground. What we're doing right now is like working on blending two lifestyles into one. So this person really poured themselves into the esoteric industry. They haven't told you about it yet. And like they're running charts and synastries and stuff. And they're like, oh wow, tarot, that's kind of cute. Never seen that before. They're lying. But it's in a way of form of a test to like protect themselves from harm. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see, Death card and the Lover's card. For 6% of you guys, with the Death card carrying over, this is twin flame reunion. Where the past person and the new person, it's the same person with two Four of Wands. And the Lover's card, deep soulmate twin flame connection comes in. That for those of you waiting for the return of your twin, you're on the dock for it. I see this coming in for you. Can't fight fate. It's meant to be. Four of Wands on the Death card. A runner becoming a chaser. A whole twin flame energy transformed and ready for reunion to come together and make it work right. The thing is, this is already starting to get off the ground for all of you guys when we come back together into a collective reading. It's like, for some of you guys with that Death card, it is the result of like a job change or like a house move or relocation. For one of you guys, maybe even both of you guys, just moving to the same town at the same time. So like, you guys came into each other's lives at just the right time for the rewards for what you guys had been through before you met each other. The Four of Wands. It's not always just about the twin flame energy, but a standard Rider-Waite definition is about rewards and even weddings, marriages, unions. This is an energetical incoming warm front as your dominant rock moves into Scorpio that's starting to energize this Death card transformation in order to glow you guys up into a real relationship. Okay? Strong Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius vibes, and heavy Aquarius. You can't fight fate with that Star card. Some of you guys have seen a shooting star or a meteor lately. And butterflies. I'm seeing butterflies cruising past. Might be something that you have seen lately. Something about Well, that's weird. That's a different sign. Something about graffiti, like spray painted on bridge overpasses on highways or like on the side of train cars or something. Maybe on those train tracks that we saw earlier in your reading. Rewind if you missed it. But yeah, something about graffiti, or maybe it's just a childhood memory that some of y'all remember doing graffiti when you were a kid or in school or something. I don't know. But it may resonate, or maybe you find out, oh, maybe this person's an artist. Sagittarius energy. They could be an entrepreneur or self-employed. But it brings us all the way back to the Ace of Wands that we saw earlier in the reading. Which means they like you. They like you a lot. Everything that you think is your worst character flaw, or like, oh, I'm not pretty, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, it's actually what they like the total most about you. It's actually kind of turning them on a little bit with the Devil card. Look at all the major arcana. You guys will be beating Toby here and eclipsing out the old energies. So, you know what the big problem is? Because of what this person went through, they decided to bury themselves into their work and fill their entire day, their entire life up with work. So there's no spare time in their schedules yet. So they're not ghosting you, Ten of Swords, or entertaining other options. Seven of Cups. Remember, the Seven of Cups, that's my Love Island card. No further explanation needed, right? They're not, though. Ten of Swords, they're burnt out. They're tired out and overwhelmed because they've been so Four of Pentacles, scared and closed off to love, that they buried themselves into work, and they're tired. This is actually the neatest thing, though, is that, I mean, the thing is, like, you guys came into each other's lives at the right time for these Four of Wands reward, but you felt like you knew them right off the bat. It is a deep twin flame soulmate connection. This kind of like got into your head with what a fated meeting this was. Here's the thing. I do see them opening up because behind the scenes, they have been thinking heavily of a way to alter, adjust, and make time for you because their ex never made time for them. So it's their one big trigger. They know they want to make time for somebody because they know what it feels to not have somebody make time for you, right? So they're doing all this to get their scheduling and their day-to-day life, family obligations and stuff out of the way. And I see here, literally in the week ahead, next 7 to 10 days for some of you guys at most, them opening up and explaining to you, like with this Hierophant, what they've been through. But also letting you know that they really want to try to take action on this and start moving it forward. All right, Gemini energy, Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo's here. There's Aquarius and Libra. All right, let's see. Doesn't have to be their sun sign. Just part of their chart that totally Ace of Wands likes you. Five of Swords into the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups. And then we ascend to the next level before we get to Libra season. I love it for you. Here's the funny part on this, right? Queen of Wands, Violet Jessup. Violet, I told you never to call me here. I'm working right now. Get back in the Titanic deck. Here's the thing. They're going to also be very grateful that you gave them the time to process all of this, right? And then they're going to be like, wow, Aries, you know, really thank you so much for giving me the time to Five of Swords to work through the things that were getting in the way. So Queen of Wands, I could love you right and give you this opportunity to have something good. And you're going to be like, oh, no problem. Yeah, I wasn't worried at all. I was just fine. No worries here. I wasn't just watching Archer's Tarot reading a little bit ago. Play it cool, Aries. I love it. Cardinal power. I'm a Cancer sun. I get it. And I love this for you. All right. I dig this. Strong cardinal energy on this one. We got to claim this thing. Like the video, like the reading, and leave a comment down below to manifest and claim this thing so I can help you manifest it and the whole family can. And the comment section is there for you. Let me know how you're doing and just interact with the fam, reply to comments. But if you would like to keep your private life private for your wishes and your manifestations, then no problema. Just leave an emoji. All right. God knows what you were thinking and praying and wishing for. And I know to help manifest it for you. And please subscribe, be a part of the family. And otherwise, remember, this will resonate to any and all placements of Aries within your chart because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts make you 1 in a billion. It's why you're the leader of the Zodiac because you were born that way. And I love you. All right, so until next time, peace and love.